we are at the Caaf Bloc. This is by a river, which is really nice. It's actually the walk to get here is a really lovely one. Kind of follow along the river a little bit, and it's on a loop, so this is kind of the halfway point. When you get here, you kind of cross the river, then head back. So really nice walk, nice day as well. And this is quite an obscure block. It wasn't on the UK climbing database, but there is a page in the new Boulder Scotland guidebook. Yeah, so it's kind of obscure. I like that, so I wanted to go visit it, see what it's like. And pretty much all the climbs are just descriptions. Like this one's called Corner. There's only one with a name, which is kind of the hardest one, a V5 I'm going to try later. So just doing these easier ones as like a warm up. And this is me pretty much at the top here. And the next one's Caaf Wall 60 plus. It's a V3. And start using this flake. Just tricky, just trying to work out the right sequence. Then a spot on undercut there, kind of side pull. This one's a little bit better. And this one kind of goes up for a little bit, or it's mostly like diagonally outright to the very kind of the prow there. And so doing this one, I think, now this wasn't a flash, but I was just messing about the bottom a couple of tries, but I think it's all new from this point forward, and it's quite different to, well, this one, what makes it, it's not particularly high. I think probably 4 meters at its highest, but it's more the landing that's bad. From the corner it kind of slopes down, and you've got like the tree there, the stumps have been cut, so they're like almost like spikes if you land on it, and there's just like rocks at the bottom, which are quite, you can't really get a flat good landing. It's very much, yeah, rocks here, rocks there, big huge ones, and so not good kind landing, which makes it, even though it's not like, maybe 4 meters starting to get into highball territory, it's more the landing that makes it, gives you a bit of caution. It's like going for these kind of moves, never held that hold before, just no idea what it's like, just reaching up here, just searching for something that's good. Yeah, it's definitely a different feeling, much more tense and cautious, and makes it interesting actually. I like it somewhat, just adds a bit of drama. Hands are getting a little bit sweaty at this point. Should have brought a chalk bag up really. And yeah, so try to top out towards the left side here, but there's nothing seeming decent, so I'm going to swing round and go up this part here, just right at the prow. And it's pretty straightforward, and I'm up soon enough. And it's this one called Caaf Wall 6B, V4. It's gonna get the same start actually, and except this time you're just going up straight. And yeah, you can see my crash pad and it's kind of sloping down at this point, and for fall here I'm probably going to land in the trees, so it just adds a bit of spice to this one. And so it's kind of up to my right, I've got a layback here I can start using. A good few meters up here, so I think laybacking this height is quite interesting because your weight is so shifted to one side that it feels a bit precarious, I think, or at least I was feeling at this point. Pretty much a couple moves from the top now. I just need to find a good foot up and probably hook myself up. And actually break a little hold there. Just swing my foot up. The swing up, kind of probably the point of max pressure, just boop, pops out. And actually break another one later, turning that rock back into sand. It's described as a hard sandstone. I think maybe there's something I learned is that being somewhere that's not really had much wear and tear, not many people have climbed here, I probably should be somewhat careful testing holds a bit more. Okay, so this one's onto Peden's Prow V5. Here you can see the rocks kind of like sticking up, making for poor landing. So there's a lot of checking about here, just seeing, try to find a good combination, seeing what works, and kind of slap up here, try and grab something. Not so good, but I do find a good hole from our right hand I can jump from. And the hold I'm going to there is, I mean, it seems decent, it is pretty good. It's just as I go for it, my weight's coming out, and it feels as though if I was to grab it with all my force, my hand would just, rip off, basically. It feels like one of those holds. So instead of going right, I try left, I catch a swing, use momentum, bring my left foot back on. And so I think that's a better sequence. Definitely feels fairly stable in this position. And then from just jumping back on now, try to work out this sequence, do a cross under. And yeah, the next move, if that's the right one, is quite far from our left hand now. So you need to use a bit of swing, generate a bit of momentum. And it just feels too far and getting tired by this point. And yeah, that was really nice. Definitely this one feels like a really tough technical sequence, so I want to go back and try this at some point. But it won't be this climbing trip, because I'll be back to Arran for my last day, trying the mushroom.